What's going on, moviegoers? So if you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to SeaWorld Production. WandaVision is officially on Disney Plus, starting Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you guys, and it doesn't disappoint. WandaVision is fun, wacky, weird, and I cannot wait for more. So in this video, we're going to be talking some spoilers. So if you haven't seen the first 2 episodes of WandaVision, watch the first 2 episodes first and come back to my video and let's talk what we just witnessed from the start of Phase 4. Right off the bat, I love the fact that they really embraced the sitcom aspect of the show and they fucking nailed it. They nailed it. It was fun. I felt like I was a kid again watching I Love Lucy. I just really loved that aspect of it. The performances that Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen really give are so true and pure. They feed off each other so well, especially Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany is so exceptional in these first 2 episodes, you guys. I really, really loved their performances. Now let's talk episode 1. Episode 1, the gist of it is, it's only about 21 minutes long, so it's not long at all. Vision and Wanda are trying to figure out what's happening on the 23rd. As it's marked on the calendar, there's a heart, and they both don't know what this day means. So Wanda's like, this has to be like our anniversary. This has to be something meaningful. And Vision, on the other hand, is like, oh, this is like a work dinner, you know what I mean, for my boss. So they're both trying to come up with some kind of idea of what's happening on this particular day. And things get so weird, and I just loved how they really filmed everything, and like, you know, with the visual, the visual effects, the special effects. I thought the special effects were beautiful, and how they're able to really capture the authenticity of like Wanda moving everything in the air, and like the fact that they were using strings, like that is so dope. That's so awesome that, you know, Marvel Studios really try to do something different, and WandaVision is something totally different that we've seen before. We haven't seen anything, you know, like from the MCU before. It's so different, and I love that. It's a huge swing out of the park, and Marvel really nailed it. It was so damn good. So good. Did you guys catch the whole Stark Industries reference from the toaster? When they turned it on, they made the whole Iron Man sound. I was like, I love it. Love it already. But man, this show just really embraces itself, and it's not holding back. And that's what I love about the first 2 episodes. It's really wacky, it's really weird, but it's weird in a good way, like a really, really good way. Man, I really want to talk about what happens in episode 2. Legit, like episode 2 and the references of the whole sword. Sword is going to play a pivotal role into this series. Obviously, Sword, there's references to Hydra. I don't know if you guys caught the second commercial, because there's 2 commercials. One commercial is in episode 1, and the second commercial is in episode 2. That was Strucker. Strucker from Age of Ultron. And there was a watch. And it said, Strucker has time for you. And it says, Hail Hydra on the watch. I was like, ooh, I caught that reference. That's dope. The Devil reference. The devil's in the details. Oh, that's not the only thing he's in. I was like, what? What's going on here? Like, that was such a fun reference, dude. That shit was, oh my God. We got an introduction to Monica Rambeau. Obviously, Agatha. Agatha, I feel like, is definitely pulling the strings in some kind of way. Some people are saying that Agatha's helping her, but no. I legit think that Agatha is legit kind of in the mastermind along with somebody else, pulling the strings in Wanda's mind. Because all this is all reality warp bending. This isn't real. Hence the magic show at the end of episode 2. The illusion. That's what Wanda was calling Vision. The illusion. He's not real. Vision is dead. So whatever you see in these first 2 episodes, she's clearly making up in her own head. Hence the whole Jimmy Woo thing in the radio. Wanda, who's doing this to you? So he's trying to get in contact with Wanda, because Wanda's doing some dangerous shit. And I'm like, holy shit, what's gonna happen by the end of this series? Like, it gets so interesting. So interesting. And this really definitely feels like a Truman Show type, Pleasantville type thing, especially at the end of season 2, not season 2, Episode 2, where it goes into full color or whatnot, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting some Pleasantville vibes. And all of a sudden, she's pregnant. The talent show for the children, and I was like, they keep mentioning the children. I'm like, well, Wanda's eventually gonna get pregnant in this series, and she's gonna have the twins, Wiccan and Speed. I was like, holy shit! So by the end of episode 2, she's pregnant. I was like, oh, so we're moving now. Like this is, so I'm expecting episode 3. The kids are gonna be babies already, and it's gonna be a whole different new era. Probably I think in the 70s. Episode 3 is probably gonna take place in the 70s. I'm like, I'm with that, dude. This show literally, it didn't disappoint. The first 2 episodes, not long at all, but really the mystery behind everything is what's so intriguing to me. Like it left me wanting more, and like really thinking what's really happening. What's going to happen to Wanda by the end of this series? Like I'm hearing things that she's supposed to be an antagonist in Spider-Man 3 and Doctor Strange. Like, does she fully lose control? No more mutants? House of M reference. The whole bottle of wine, in the first episode when they're at the dinner, with Vision's boss and his wife. That was a House of M reference. I don't know if you guys caught that. But that's been around for a while now, since that was first revealed in the first trailer. But man, you guys, this was good. Monica Rambeau, she's introduced, obviously. Curious to see what her role is. She's working for SWORD. Jimmy Woo, I think he's still an FBI agent. But all in all, man, I just really enjoyed, what I got out of these first 2 episodes. Like, I really did. It wasn't like a whole big spectacle of like action, and no, like I said, that's why feels so different from Marvel Studios, and that's why I really, really love about it. I'm like, it's character building and it's story driven, and that's what I love. And we're talking Wanda and we're talking Vision. There's so much you can expand upon within these 2 characters in the MCU, especially Wanda and what she's been through, and what she's still going through. It's gonna get freaking crazy, you guys. It's gonna be crazy. At the whole magic show, how she had that whole cabinet, and they were gonna make Wanda disappear on the front of that cabinet. That was the Mind Stone. I was like, oh, I got that reference. But damn, what else can I talk about? What was interesting to me at the end of episode 2, when Vision and Wanda go outside to see what was happening, all of a sudden, some dude comes out of the sewer. And it's obviously, I feel like it was a SWORD agent or some kind of SWORD person, but he had like flies around him, and he looked at them like weird, like really weird. Like, I was like, there's something behind this particular character. And Wanda was like, no. So she legit reality bending again and went back in time, and none of that happened. So they were just back in the house. Vision went to full color. She's pregnant, and that was the end of the second episode. I was like, holy shit. Like, that's just how powerful she is. She can go back in time and really bend reality to whatever she wants it to be. Like, that was so dope, man. Y'all, WandaVision episode 1 and 2, spectacular. I give it a 10 out of 10 for me. A great way to come back into phase 4. Cannot wait to see what the future holds for these 2 characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought about the first 2 episodes of WandaVision on Disney+. Did you guys catch the references, or are there any references that I missed that I didn't talk about? Please post your comments down below. And thank you for taking time in your day for watching See Real Productions. Peace.
We out.